Question: who hates their job more than KGP, the press secretary of the Biden administration?
Thanks, Trey. I wanted to ask about the trial going on in Arkansas with Hunter Biden and the child support. Are the president and First Lady monitoring that? And how come they haven't acknowledged the seventh grandchild?
I'm not going to speak to that from here.
She didn't even explain why. You can tell she's had it with this job. She's getting close to the edge. She must be thinking, here I am, this sophisticated woman of color and member of the LGBTQ community, and I'm fielding questions defending this degenerate drug addict from baby mama drama. Life can't get much better than that. But let's talk about what she's trying to avoid. Hello everyone, this is Keith. Welcome to the Ghetto Sapien channel, your home of inner city intelligence. So, the press is starting to ask questions about what's going on in Arkansas. Well, let's first give some evidence that maybe there's a grandchild missing from the Biden lineup, or at least one they're trying to ignore.
Her name is Amelia. She wants to know where my granddaughters are. One granddaughter lives in Pennsylvania, in Philadelphia. One granddaughter lives in New York. One granddaughter lives in Washington. One granddaughter lives in Wilmington, Delaware. And the other grandsons, my grandson lives in California. I left somebody out, didn't I? Anyway.
Yeah, you left out the one in Arkansas. You know, the one that's not in these pictures of your family, that you even got pictures of the dogs, but you've been ignoring your own granddaughter that's in Arkansas for some reason, and the press, it just now they're being interested. They seem interested in it. That is what they're talking about. And here's the case. Little news on the case right here from the New York Post, one of my favorite newspapers of record. Hunter Biden appears in court for baby mama showdown. Lawyer says he's already paid out $750K in child support. So the reason why we're here today is because Hunter's trying to get the child support payments lowered. He said he can't afford the $20K anymore. He doesn't have the income. He's poor. He's living on a cot somewhere. They repossessed this Porsche. He's just a starving artist. He's only able to make money off selling his art. And that would be convincing if it wasn't for the fact that he's surrounded himself with $855 an hour attorneys, more than OJ's had. He's also, his last known residence was, he was in it was a rented townhouse or condo, a rented property in Malibu, California, rented for just $12,000 a month. So the poor guy, he's having a rough time, and he rolled up to the courthouse in a 6 SUV motorcade. All of that just screams poverty. So I could see why he may want those payments lowered at least a little bit. But the problem is, Hunter has been dragging out this trial. The Judge Meyer, has been pretty nice and said, you know, just send us all of your records, your income records, taxes, businesses, you know, business records, so we can just get an idea where your income's coming from, and if we can lower it and lower your payments, and you're good. Problem is that they kept delaying it. They were not sending in the paperwork when the judge was asking for it, so she got fed up and said, just bring your ass in today and explain what's going on and bring all your paperwork. Well, they did. As you could see, like I showed you with the small troop of attorneys and the SUVs. Again, just what would make you think you should show up like that and you're trying to get your payments lowered? Jeez. Anyway, so he shows up with all that and redacted paperwork. So the judge is really pissed off. So now she's saying the trial is July 24th. Bring all your ish together because we're going to have it out in court. I don't understand Hunter's logic behind this. Everyone knows he's making bank. Most of his payments are probably, maybe it's going to take a while for him to do the exchange between Chinese yuan and American dollars. That's maybe the holdup, but he's got money. We all know that. So this is a really bad hill to die on for Hunter. Just pay the lady and she'd go away. But for some reason, Hunter believes he can get away with it. And he might be right. Yeah, he might be able to get away with it. But he's risking so much. He risked so much when he got high and left his laptop and walked away. And now that's all out in the open. And he's doing the same thing with this trial. Instead of just paying off the lady and just, and shutting his yap and keeping her quiet, he wants to not only fight this in court, he's dragging it out and pissing off the judge, which is never good. So all these delays and getting her upset threatens to expose where all his money's coming from, which ain't good because, again, he's redacting a little bit that he's showing up with. He's redacting the paperwork there. It may show that he didn't report all of his income on his taxes, because I'm willing to bet that's a problem too. And it may expose the Biden crime family structure, which is just a bunch of LLCs and Biden going, give me money. That's all it is. It's not sophisticated. It's not like the Clinton Foundation where they had charities and they'd take money from Haiti and leave the Haitians high and dry. It was just Biden getting money through, shell company and shelling out all the money to almost every family member but this 4-year-old kid that he's never seen. Everyone else, they're getting some money. So this may come back and bite Hunter on the ass. Who knows? Because this may end up being the irony of it. It might be that this lady, this judge in Arkansas, might do what the FBI and DOJ were not willing to do. They might put a little dent in the Hunter, put a scar on him at the very least, and maybe restore a little bit of faith people have lost in the system, in this two-tiered justice system we have. And again, this is Arkansas, and that's Clinton country, so I wouldn't be surprised at all if this just goes away and the mother goes away too. But then again, nothing's happened to her so far, so maybe Hunter and Hillary ain't really talking, they're not buddies, and she don't give a crap. But again, why is Hunter taking this chance and this risk that nothing's going to happen? It's because so far nothing's happened. The Bidens have been abusing children or ignoring them for a long time. Hunter's just one of many. And the press just ignores it. Biden, the grandfather ignoring his 4-year-old child, not extending her Secret Service protection like his other grandkids. Hunter has never ever seen his 4-year-old child, which is disgusting. But again, no one gives a crap. The media is not really going to press the Bidens on it. That one little question there that didn't come from Peter Doocy might be a little worried that other members of the press might start asking questions. But again, so far it's been a good play. No one's really asked the Bidens anything about, again, their abuse of children. It doesn't matter if it's in the Biden house. It doesn't matter if it's in his courtroom. It doesn't matter if it's at the border. No one cares. So we'll see if something comes of it. I really hope so, but I ain't got my hopes up. I just hope the right thing happens for this kid, who, by the way, the mother is actually trying to get the legal right to have this poor kid who has enough problems already to have the Biden name. Is she kidding? She'd be better off trying to get this kid to have gender affirming health care before she should take on the Biden last name. Well, then again, maybe she might bring some dignity to it with her mom being a former stripper as opposed to her father being a current drug addict and waste of life. But that's my comment on this. What's yours? Like, share, comment, and subscribe.